Joe Hopkins here, and today I'm talking about how you, yes you, need to try new things. It's good, it's healthy for us as people. So grab a beer, chill out with me, and listen to my thoughts on it, and maybe leave a comment, tell me your thoughts on it. Now, trying new things, right? It can be upsetting to a lot of people, especially when your favorite band puts out an album that is nothing like what you've liked in the past. We've all heard this one, right? It happens to a lot of bands. It's like, why'd they change up? Why'd they sell out? It's good for them to try new things too. Just remember that, but it's good for you to try new things, whether you're an artist or just an individual. Now, trying new things, it's been touted as a very healthy thing to do, and it is. It is very healthy. You want to keep your mind sharp, especially as you get older. Trying new things, doing new things can help with that. And there's no pressure. There's no pressure with new things, man. You're not going to be good at something at first. You're going to suck. Do it for the fun, because you never know what might become something big in your life, right? Every musician in every famous band tried music at one point. They tried something new without knowing that they'd make it, that this would be how they make a living. And most people don't. And that's okay too. It doesn't have to go somewhere. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Trying new things can be an excellent thing in your life. You don't know what you like until you try it. And I know a lot of people have heard that kind of thing. Now there are some exceptions to this. There are some things you shouldn't do that would probably be bad. Don't go breaking the law. Don't go doing a bunch of illegal stuff. Don't go doing stuff that'll wreck your life in 1,000 other ways, you know. But especially if something is free or not terribly expensive and you have the time and you might like it, right? You never know. You got nothing to lose. I'll give you some examples just from my life. Now, trying something new completely changed my life, right? Music was never something new to me. I'd been playing music my whole life. What was new was at one point my wife told me, and I'd even played in bands, she agreed to go and play at the nursing home with some people that do hymn sings, right? They had a pianist and a couple of singers from our church, and she joined them. And then apparently the pianist and some of the singers were only there because they had a relative in the nursing home, and when that relative died, they checked out. But my wife really loved it, and she asked me, would you come with me? It's kind of hard to just be up there alone. So yeah, I did. I hadn't played in front of people in like 10, 12 years at that point. And I you know, it's like it's new again, right? But I did it, and it was a lot of fun. This is around the time my wife was writing gospel songs, and she decided, hey, I want to record these. I think they could be on the radio someday. And I thought, okay. I mean, I don't know about being on the radio, but we'll give it a try. She got on Musician's Friend and ordered one of those recording kits that comes with everything you need, right? I still use the interface, and that we got way back then. This was quite some time ago, I think 2012. And yeah, we started recording songs. We ended up recording an album, and it did get on the radio. We're not like super famous, but a lot of independent Christian stations throughout the South, she convinced them to play it on the radio. She was pretty determined. And, you know, she called program directors and sent out copies of it, and they played it. We were getting airplay. We might still be. I don't know. They really, you know, the stations that played us really liked the album, and the people that listened really seemed to like it. So I think they're still playing it. I don't know. My wife gets the royalty statements. They're not big, but we still get royalties from it. So somebody's still playing it, which is awesome. That's really cool. Now, we're not big stars, but trying something new. I'd never done recording and production and that kind of stuff before. And, you know, it's a learning curve. It took me a while to figure out how to get this good enough to be played on the radio. That was a lot of work, a lot of brain power expended to figure this out. Totally something new to me, right? Like I said, I played music my whole life, but recording sound engineering, mixing, all that kind of stuff. Totally new to me. And it did go somewhere. And it's a lot of fun. I'm still doing it. I love recording music and putting it out. My wife convinced me to start a YouTube channel around that time. We started a YouTube channel. I think it was around the same time, 2011 or 12. It might have been as early as 2010. And YouTube wasn't as big as it is now, right? You had a couple people that were kind of like YouTube stars, but it wasn't like it is now. And yeah, that was a totally new thing. Learning video production, that took a little while. Them early videos are sketchy, man. The sound quality isn't good. It's, you know, the sound is a little off from the picture, that kind of stuff. Took a while to figure it out. Like with anything, there's a learning curve, but something new, it's fun. And it's something that obviously, if you're watching this, I'm still doing YouTube videos because I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun doing the YouTube, doing the music, trying something new, right? If you're not a musician, and you don't have any interest in being a musician, you can still try new things. I think when I was 10, my dad was delivering pizzas. It was like his part-time job, along with several other part-time jobs. The 80s were rough, all right? My dad had like 4 or 5 part-time jobs at any given time to make ends meet. But he delivered pizzas to this guy who was a teacher at a new dojo that opened up, right? Asked, how many kids do you have? He said, 4. I got 4 boys. He gave him 4 free, 4 tickets for 3 free martial arts lessons, right? So my brothers didn't stick with it. But for me, that started my lifelong love of fitness. And I'm older now, and I got some problems, knees, back, but I still love working out, love staying in relatively decent shape. But that's something, would I have ever known about that? I might have figured it out eventually, but that's what got me. And it was a new thing. It was something, my dad just had these free lessons. It's like, well, it's no skin off my ass. I'll give it a try, right? I'm down for that. It's not costing me anything. I'll try it. Loved it. Did it for years. And it's like that with any new thing. Try something new. Stretch your brain out a bit. And some things don't take. They really don't. I tried learning a second language, and my wife speaks Spanish, so I got pretty good. I started to get good. We used to visit Key West a good bit, and then at some point we got like that satellite TV when it was kind of a newer thing, and I'd watch the Latin channels, the Spanish channels. And, I started to pick up a lot of it. I haven't spoken it as much. I still understand more than I speak, but I've lost a lot of it, right? It was really cool at the time. It turns out I'm pretty good at learning languages. I'm pretty good with languages. I pick it up quick. But I haven't had much interest in it. So sometimes you try something and it doesn't take. Even if you're good at it, sometimes you're like, meh, I'm good at it. I don't really want to do it. So a lot of that's atrophied. But it was cool to try something new. And it did help me expand out. And I got to learn about a whole lot of really cool Latin bands that I really like. Bands from various Spanish countries that I really dig to this day, right? Even if it doesn't take, you still get something out of it. Even if it turns out you don't like it, you still get something out of it. I've tried a lot of things, and most things you try, it's like, until you find the things that you really, really like. And it improves your life. It improves the quality of your life. It's always good to find a new hobby. Now, some people are really busy, and they don't have time to try something new. They think. There's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself sharp, to keep your brain working, that don't take up a lot of time, that don't require any money. Or even just listening to new types of music, reading a genre of book that you haven't really checked out before. Anything new can expand your life, can expand your horizons, can expand your brain, and sometimes these things do lead to something. I mean, try getting into drawing. I did that for a while. I'm like, okay, maybe I can draw pictures. I got as far as, being able to sketch some like cartoon bears and rabbits. I'm not very good at it. Never got very good at it. My kid's an artist. She can draw. I can't. And I really didn't have enough interest in it to keep going with it. But it was worth a shot, and it didn't cost me anything. I work at a job where I got time on my hands, and there's paper laying around. So pencil, paper, you could try something new. It doesn't hurt to give it a shot. You know what I mean? Why not? But it's like that with a lot of things. Try writing a story. I've done some writing. Tried it. It's not my forte, right? My wife likes some of my very short stories, and I mean they're very short. I'm not very good at long form anything. She likes them, but they're never going to get published. They're never going to go anywhere. But they were fun to write, and it helped me work out some stuff in my own head. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get stuff out on paper, and you feel better about it, right? Especially stuff that's bothering you. You could try a new physical activity. Start lifting weights. Take up swimming. I don't know, go jogging. Whatever, man. I've heard people take up fencing if there are fencing lessons in your area. Martial arts is always fun. I always really liked it. Great way to stay in shape. Great way to learn more about your body, right? Yoga's good for that too, to learn more about your body, to feel more comfortable in this skin and more confident in how you move and present yourself, and you get to know yourself better, like physically and quite often mentally. It can be challenging, and it's good. It's fun, and it makes you feel good after a while, right? It makes you look better, too. Any kind of exercise makes you look better. If you look better, you feel better about yourself. You feel more confident when you feel more balanced, that kind of stuff. It improves your life. Anything new can improve your life. If you are a musician or an artist, try a new genre. Try something you haven't done before. Spread out a little bit, man. You play heavy metal, try some country music. I don't know, get some samples and screw around with hip hop a little bit, or mix some beats or something. That can be a lot of fun. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't keep doing the same thing, and don't worry about sucking. Like I said, everybody sucks at first. It can be more enlightening to fail at something new than to keep succeeding at something that you're used to, or even just getting by with something you're used to. That's the other thing. Trying new things means you have to fail. Everybody fails at things at first. Nobody's good right off the bat. And learning to fail is one of the most important things in life. Ask any baseball player. There's a sport where you lose a lot. Learn to lose. Learn to fail. It's good for you. And you learn a lot from failing. Right, especially if it's something that isn't that important. I mean, don't fail putting a new roof on your house, right? Hire somebody to do that. That's important. But if you fail at something where it doesn't cost you anything to fail, go ahead and fail. You learn a lot from losing. And that's what this is all about, man. Life is all about living. And you can't live doing the same thing over and over again. Shit, try some new foods. Go to a different restaurant. Try cooking. Get a recipe and follow it if you don't usually do that. Don't just put a pizza in the oven and cook it. Try making something. Just for fun. If you got the time, what the hell, man? You might like it. You might like the food. You might like making the food, right? Maybe it comes out terrible, but you enjoyed the process. There's nothing wrong with enjoying making something that's bad. It might come out bad, but you enjoy doing it. It's all about enjoying it. That's what hobbies are for, man. Hell, I don't know how many times when I was younger I went fishing and didn't catch anything, but I like the act of fishing. I just like being on the river. That's the way most of these hobbies are, man. It's not about catching the fish. It's about being on the river. Unless you're really hungry and you ain't got no money and you have to catch that fish. Then maybe there's some pressure there. But usually that's not the case. It's just about getting out. It's about being on the river. I know a lot of people that love golf. I'm not really into it. But I can dig it. I understand. The whole point isn't to get the best score. Maybe you want to improve. Maybe you want to get better. Maybe you want to have a good game. But the main point is to get out and walk around. And I can understand that, man. Golf courses are beautiful. They're really well made, most of them, you know, the grounds are kept real nice. It's a nice place to just be. And that seems like it'd be a good hobby. Do something new. There we go. And you know, just pointing this out, they say you stay sharper and healthier and more with it later in life if you try new things and you do new things. You reach out and stretch them brain muscles. The brain is like your body. You got to work it, man. If you don't use it, you lose it. And yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Tell me what you guys think. Go out, try something new. I don't care what it is. Something new. Just something new. And see if you like it. And tell me about it. And here in a minute, there's an end screen that comes up. You can check out some things I've done, including my new album called Talking Dogs. There's a playlist, and there's links to streaming down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.